Welcome back to another day in paradise. Today we're going to just inspect this thing quickly, but it looks like it's dried overnight quite nicely, and try and get a bit of colour on it today. First signs this morning are quite positive. It looks to have dried quite nicely. No, nothing terrible's happened overnight, which is, you know, what you look for in paint really. It's fairly smooth, so I think I'll just go over it with a bit of 600 paper, I think. Get the surface keyed up. Got a couple of little pinholes there that I want to just fill up, and I'm gonna call that done. I'm quite happy with that. Got those little holes filled in now. Just notice though, if I can get the light perfect, got a bit of a low spot here. I'm going to hope that that will sand out with the amount of primer that I've got on there. Otherwise we're going to have to do a bit more filling, which is, you know, my favourite activity right now. But hopefully we're going to be okay. So, party time. I was hoping not to have to, but as you can see, put a bit of guide coat down, just a bit of black aerosol to sand this, and if I just put the light like that, you can just see a little low spot there. And I mean, if it was my car, I'd be like, yeah, it's perfect, that's cool, but I think it's not going to cut it with fill on this one, so it looks like we're going to have to do a tiny bit more filling. So yeah, I better get on with that. Start the misery again. Right, while this side dries again, I'm just going to work my way around the back of the engine bay. Not going too mental on these bits because basically you can't see any of it. So if just in case there's any little nibs or whatever in the paint, just going to take them out with a little bit of paper, maybe give it a little scotch if it's a little bit glossy in places. Take that, providing that dries okay now while I go and get my lunch. Come back, clean this down and paint it black. Right, we are a wipe down away from being able to paint the thing. Don't think we're going to win the Riddler with this thing. I'm not that guy if that's the sort of finish you're looking for, but it's good. And we are about to move it to the front of the workshop so that we don't paint Starkey's car and everyone else's car, and more importantly his Porsche, which somehow cost more than my house, so we definitely don't want to paint that thing. So yeah, we're going to push it into that hole there, open the door and let the paint rip. We are back on some wheels. We have one fill power,
Jay's little helper.
Yeah, and we're about to manoeuvre this thing into the paint booth. Hopefully. So yeah, I don't know how well this is going to film and push and not fall off the thing, but I could go and put this on the truck actually. Give me a minute. There we go. So we've made something that looks like something out of the X-Files, and behind this specialist paint booth is the outside world and one engine bay. It's going to be pretty hard to film this since it's half in light and half in shadow, but in real life I can see it, so that's all that matters. yeah, car's been remasked with fresh static sheet and new masking tape. I'm about to wet the floor down, and the only thing left to do now is go and mix and paint. Right, back in here, since we're not really set up for paint here, our painter friend Gaz has pre-mixed this for us. It's thinned, ready to go in the gun, but we've only got 1 litre of it. So I think we're going to put down a coat of just some black that we've found in the cupboard first, just to make sure that 1 litre is going to be enough to, or 1 litre reduced, so half a litre is going to be enough to cover properly, because the last thing we want to do is, you know, have to stop tonight and start again tomorrow. So coat of random black, coat of the blackest of the blacks, then we'll move on to lacquer. Right then, that is this random black reduced down. Turns out, I think it was the old V10 colour, the one with the silver metallic in it. This is now changed to a gold metallic, because, you know, magpies and all that. But yeah, for a first base, this will be fine. Let's hope I've lined this up right, seeing as I'm trying to do it one-handed and film at the same time. And, oh, beautiful! What a guess! Look at that, we're even sieving it. Almost professional. Till you look at our paint booth. Anyway, see you around the front side, and I'm going to get this done. Well, there we go. It's now black. Coat 1 of the random black is done. Time, I guess, to shake up the actual colour, because it's got quite a gold metallic to it. So let's make sure I get that shook up properly. Stick it in the gun and put the proper colour on. Watch this. Right, and that's the first coat of the actual colour down. It's lying down quite nicely, to be fair. Got a tiny little nib there that I'm just going to take out with a bit of 800 or 1200 paper and just carry on, because, you know, you've got that choice with base coat at least. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. At least 1 more coat of the proper colour, and then we'll move on to clear. There we go, gun's rinsed out, clear's in the gun, time to make this thing shine. Well, that's the first coat of clear down as the air settles, and you know, it's coming out alright. And you know, we are basically painting outside, so you know, let's calm down with perfection, but I'm quite happy with it. It's certainly shiny and certainly metallic, so what more do you want in your engine hole? We are now 2 coats into gloss. Have some of that. Getting shiny now. I think 1 more coat, make sure I don't leave any dry edges on the way out, and we're going to call that painted. So Wish me luck, I'm going back in. Alright yous lot, bright and early on whatever day it is now, morning. I haven't had a look at this thing yet since it dried. Hopefully it's set alright overnight, but you know, we'll inspect it together. Look at my face, then you'll have some idea how it came out. But let me pull the door up and we'll investigate this thing. Well, there we go. Came out reasonably well, you know, for black, painted outside. That's perfectly acceptable if you ask me. What more can I say, really? It's getting to the end of this video right here, but Colin over the way seems to just be throwing bolts about, so I might just go back in here, out of the way of noise for a minute. I guess that's a good way to end this episode anyway. I've got quite a lot of cleaning up to do. Get the car back on the ramp would be the next guess, or the next stage I should say. Oh, just a quick note, all you crackers out there saying I look like the baddie from the Smurfs, police are pretty quiet right now. Don't want to have to report you for a hate crime, just saying. Anyway, thanks for watching. Follow the company at driftworks.com, at Driftworks on all the socials. Ring the bell, do the do, thumbs up on Facebook, all that. Till next time, stay safe, see you later.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.